La leche, parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures. Here's we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Couszmic. That's what we like to call ourselves and use, all of us. But in order to connect our names and languagings to other archetypal languages of this, our homes and all our planets, past, present, futures, we also call ourselves other names, such as ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all of the Ali circles and always, all the females and males, all of the incarnated souls that God has created back and forth in circles times on this and all our planets can be reunited again, back and forth in circles times, in balance and contact on this and all our planets, and in balance. And so we also call ourselves other names, such as we also, does that mean in any way we're trying to usurp the ever-lovings and ever-livings authorities of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever-present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and all that we know and have ever known, and shall ever known, including all our families and communities, past, present, futures, and all of the, and that's our females reparatively, and our females and males equally, and going back and forth in circle signs and balance and contact, and all the flow and fauna that God has given us to appreciate and co-steward. Co-stewards, and so we says, Namaste, divines with us, greets the divines within yous and alls. And we say, Mikotuyas or Yasin, Mikotuyas Kosefiraz. We are all related because we know we are all related. We could come together again back and back and forth in circles times in balance and contact. Reparatively divine feminines, reparatively with the I in it, spell I in it is for the divine feminines and divine masculines and equities and balance and contact. And so we also says that the lights within us greets the lights within yous and alls, because we say that we are all native star stuff, and we say Comingsz and all the Atlantean wisdom connected with the Vedic and Druidic and all the civilizations that were honoring the divine feminines and the divine feminines and masculines equally, back and forth in circles times to mitochondrial leaves and this on all our planets, and says we also call ourselves other names such as co-white calf buffalo women, co-changing women, earth women, co-sky women, co-sky women, earth women, so co-Couszmic, co-Iroquois Qs, goddess mothers, and in fact Q goddess sisters, and God is brother, cousin, sister Gazina cousins, and sister Gazinas and cousin brothers equally, and we also calls ourselves co-Kalki, co-Daganach, co-Zerashant, co-Avashkaskan, Sarahs, co-Hanyas, co-Buddhas, co-Zerashant, and Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let that word Christ intimidate you. The word Christ in ancient languages simply used translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? To do the greatest kindness and wisdom, which is to what? Let go of the error, the 3,000-year-old error of patriarchy, and regains the divine feminines and divine feminines and masculines equally. And says, therefore we call ourselves other names, such as co-Estrelianes and co-Easterlianes. That is, co-Estrelianes and co-Easterlianes, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is Nazarenes and, the Magdalenes and Nazarenes, let's put it that way, the Magdalenes and Nazarenes, first go first, equally and reparatively divine feminines, and divine feminines and masculines equally, all the families, and connecting them with the ancient Eleusinian mysteries, that they were already there were their ancestors of Eleusis and Vedics and the Druidics and all the on all the continents, going back and forth to mitochondrial leaf and back and forth on all the divine feminines and egalitarian civilizations. So we call ourselves the real Stargates Atlantis. And Holy Land, on all sacred earths and holy lands risen, and the last that shall be first go first kings of very real Stargate and Star Trek of parity, peace, cultures, heavens on this and earth, all our earths, past, present, futures. Now, it sounds like it's daunting task to colloquially openly over the Stargates and the Akashic records for a reunited, rebalanced humanity, but risen and reborns and risens and nativities and risen springs, always risen springs. But we says it's easily accomplished via the numerator. We know it's always easily accomplished via the numerator rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just next to it read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and thus those. You'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, representatives, you. And there you'll see our pictures and yours too, because we have our family trees starting first with our great and grandmothers, and then our Couszmic and equally so as a circle are essentially equally for opening the stargates, our youngest generations of females and males, Elohas and Elohims, at least circles and always. We can say some of their names, we can say all of them not, but we can say some of them. We have Judith and Queen Esther, and a little bit more recently of our Iroquois clan mothers with Elizabeth Costanza and Barbara Herschel, and Elizabeth Herschel, Lydia Costanza, and Lydia and Virginia Valentine's, and we have especially our white co-wave Cap Buffalo women. We have Murder Rosemary and Pearl, and especially Mount Patricia Sunflowers, and equally Sophia and Martha and Sophia, and Anne-Marie Signian Crickets, so Loyalies and Laura, and lots more there. And we have our Astorian families, we have Hannah's and Ella's, lots more there. And there's endures to our hearts. We have our very beloved Magdalens and Nazarenes, that is our reintertwining of Venusians and Marians of Atlantis ancestry, and so we have especially lots more, including Estrella and Libertria and Estrella, and especially beloved as Harry Harriet and Radiant Ray and as Sarah Harriet, and Traveling Back and Forth and Circles, Claire Claire and Jubilant Jacqueline, and Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Popper, Risen Rose, and Grandma Nets, all the great stories, Grandma Dorothy's teaching learnings, all the lessons of wizardesses of the Azaz, the Wheels Ours, with Lynn and Leon and Jenny of the Gaia family theory, and we have knowledge, and we have Rachel and Ruchel and Chaya of the Stargates families, and our current generations of females. We have our Esther's and Rachel's and Anne-Marie's and Julie Anne-Marie's and Ideas Divines, Recoverings, and we have Barbara's and Jenny's and lots more there, and especially our youngest generations. We have, of course, our April's Arisen, Rose Arisen, Earth Angeline's, also Dictating the New and go with Edith's. We have Hesper's and Hallel's, and we have Rachel Marie and Daniel's Juliet's. We have Stacey Anastasia, Soma Saraswati, and we have Lighting Lisa, and especially our nearest and dearest to our bridges, our hearts, our young couples. We have our young maiden Vanessa Salia, and our young couple Vanessa Salia and Hannes Wesselgies, and equally Hedas and Galen and Leon Ross, and Nedchen and John and Bo, and lots more are coming. Varies. Always Accelerating, Easter aliens, always related these Soons. La leche. Let's make it 11s. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures, ever ye's blessings.